If you're an introvert like me and you want to grow on YouTube like me, or maybe you're still dreaming up your YouTube channel and haven't started yet. Either way, this video was scripted, recorded, and edited just for you. Hello, my name is Mia. I'm a copywriter, brand strategist, online business coach for introverted creatives who are not really into working a 9-to-5 and would much rather live the cozy pajama lifestyle. That's my jam. I help you do exactly that by building a brand, a cozy online business that makes you a lot of money in an introvert-friendly way. I have done YouTube I started this channel in 2020. I haven't been very consistent until recently, and I haven't really created any YouTube videos about being on YouTube as an introvert. And so I thought it was about time because you have asked me for this video. What are my strategies to grow on YouTube? How do you build confidence as an introvert to put that camera on and hit record? This could honestly be an entire series that I do, but if you like this video and want me to create more YouTube specific content, let me know in the comments below, because after all, creating content on YouTube, on Instagram, on any type of platform really is connected to building a cozy online business, being able to quit your job and entering that cozy pajama lifestyle. So I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about YouTube today. But if I'm being totally honest, I never, in a million years, thought that I would be starting a YouTube channel. It never crossed my mind. I'm a millennial girl. I watched some Zoella, Tanya Burr haul makeup videos back in the day. It never crossed my mind that an introvert like me, who hates being on camera, by the way, hates talking in front of people, hates people. No, just kidding. I love you. It just never crossed my mind that this might just be the perfect creative outlet for me. And it has been. It has been the best creative outlet. Because really all I'm doing here is talking to myself. I'm hanging out with no one. I'm hanging out with my camera, I guess, and my coffee and the cozy vibes going on behind me. That is all. I don't really think about the fact that this video is going to go out potentially in front of millions of eyeballs. It's just not something that I focus on when I create. I focus on creating for one specific person, and that is you. Whoever you are watching this video, you is who I'm talking to. And I think having a YouTube channel as an introvert, it makes perfect sense. And a lot of YouTubers that I watch are introverted. They're very open about the fact that they're shy, they're more introverted, and they don't have this fast-paced, loud personality. And yeah, of course, there are a lot of those, hi, what's up, guys? Oh my gosh, I have so much energy YouTubers. In this day and age, it is perfectly fine not to be that way. YouTube is great because it lets you be creative, find your style. There's so many ways that you can create content on YouTube, build your audience, expand your business, and it doesn't have to start with the words, hey, what's up, guys? And again, really what you're doing is you're sitting down, you're talking to one person. You're talking to yourself, but focusing on helping that one person, it really helps me at least get over the fact that this is going out on the internet. So let's talk about that for a second. Confidence, introverts, doing YouTube, camera confidence. I started this channel in complete secret, like I did with my blog, like I did with basically my whole business. I did it all anonymously. I didn't tell anyone that I was creating YouTube videos. I didn't tell anyone that I was blogging. It was just for my community. I loved doing it that way, taking my confidence at my own pace in a way that felt good and comfortable to me. And the truth is, the reason that I did it in secret, I was just so consumed, so worried about what other people thought of me. My family, my friends, even my boyfriend, my colleagues, my Facebook friends that I wouldn't even say hi to in public, finding my YouTube channel. And honestly, creating YouTube videos is not as cringe as it used to be. People are a lot more open to the world of content creation and online businesses these days. Almost every single business owner has some sort of, if it's not YouTube, it's a podcast. If it's not a podcast, it's a blog or an Instagram account, TikTok. I mean, the list goes on. So really, it's a wonderful time to start posting on YouTube. And if you're spending too much time worrying and thinking about what other people will think, don't. Stop it. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? No one really cares. They might have a thought about it, if they somehow magically looked you up or came across one of your videos. By the way, most people don't look you up right after they hear you have a YouTube channel, but then they move on with their lives, with their problems, with their dreams, whatever they have going on. Life is just really, it's too short to care about other people caring about you creating YouTube videos. Does that make sense? Follow your dreams, focus on you. This perspective helps me a lot. Just zoom out, have a look at the world from far, far away. And that little dot right there, that's you. And that's your YouTube channel. It's not that big of a deal. So how do you start? How do you flex that camera confidence muscle? You just start, you hit record, and you practice seeing yourself on camera. This is the only thing that works by doing it. You don't have to upload these first few videos if you don't want to, but just start filming yourself, start getting used to seeing yourself on camera. You're going to be seeing yourself a lot. You're going to be editing yourself. And in the beginning, it's like, gosh, is that me? But it gets easier. Something that also helps me is pretending that I'm FaceTiming a friend. So try that. We're going to get into growth strategies in a wee bit, but I just want to talk about the different ways that you can go about YouTube, because there are lots of different styles of content formats that you can experiment with. If this, sitting down with a mic and talking in a camera is not really your style, you can do graphic-based videos where you're not in the videos at all. You can do voiceovers, tutorials, slow, silent vlogs. Yeah, it's a thing. Look it up. Point of view vlogs, storytelling with B-roll. Like, have fun with this. Experiment with the different content formats. Find your style and what you enjoy creating and what you see your audience, your new community on here, what they're responding best to. Now let's talk about equipment, because I know that you're probably wondering, what do I actually need to get started with YouTube? Because there's so much equipment, so much advice out there, so many tools, so many cameras, and really you don't need anything to get started. If you have an iPhone or some sort of smartphone with a camera, the quality these days is so good. You could just literally film everything on your phone and you're good to go. I'm going to share with you what I use because that's the only thing I feel comfortable recommending. And I've used this camera since day one and it works wonders. It is the Canon M50 and I've used the Rode mic as well. Recently, I upgraded to the Shure microphone and I use Final Cut Pro to edit. That is it. That is my setup. But you could start for free. If you have an iPhone, you can edit on your phone, film on your phone. You're good to go. And I know in the beginning, it can feel a little bit overwhelming to publish masterpieces. Here's what I would do instead. Focus on improving your videos little by little every week. Because yeah, your first few videos might not be the best. My videos are still not the best they can be, but I'm not a videographer. That's not what I do. That's not what I help people with. As long as you are delivering value in some sort of way, people are going to want to subscribe. As long as you make them feel something and have a reaction to your content, making them feel inspired, motivated, want to take action in some way, have a mindset shift, learn something, then that's good enough. And your first video will be cringe. Like, there's no way around it. So just get it out there. Content planning and strategy. I have two things I want to say here. As an introvert creating YouTube videos, pick a schedule that will work for you, your energy, your life, your circumstances. Don't post weekly if that's something that you're not able to stay consistent with. Post monthly, post bi-monthly, every fortnight. Just pick a schedule that works for you and try your best to stick with it, because the YouTube algorithm really does love and prioritize creators that publish consistently. This doesn't mean that you have to publish 2 times a week. So find a schedule that works for you. The second thing I want to say here is get really organized. Plan ahead, batch create if you're able to. So easy to fall into the hamster wheel of creating content. And so if you haven't uploaded a YouTube video yet, I would honestly create 3 to 4 videos, edit all of them before you publish your first one. This gives you a little bit of a runway so you don't feel overwhelmed, you don't feel stressed, and you actually have fun creating and uploading YouTube videos. Now let's talk about YouTube growth strategies for 2025, specifically for introverts. SEO is still very much a thing, so use it. People go to YouTube to search for things. So make sure that your first videos are optimized for search, that this is something that people are actually looking for within your niche. So the way that I would do this is just go onto YouTube, type in a few keywords within your niche, see what pops up, pay attention to the titles, what their thumbnails look like, to get an idea of what is ranking on YouTube. Not to steal or copy, but put your own spin on what's already working. Don't need any fancy SEO tools, just use the platform itself. That's what I do. In terms of the type of videos, YouTube has these 3 well-known content buckets that they recommend that their creators use when it comes to coming up with the type of videos that they create. Number one is hero content. Number two is hub content. Last but not least, help content. Hero content is very educational, very value stuffed. It may take you a bit longer to produce these types of videos. It's also something that your target audience will be searching for on YouTube. Hub content, it's more relatable content, more storytelling. So vlogs, for example, routines, showing them behind the scenes of your life, things that connect your audience to you and builds that relationship. And help content is basically you just answering questions that you know your audience has. This type of content is great for searchability because they're likely typing these questions into the search bar. So tutorials, reviews, and any trending keywords within your niche. So what I would suggest for you is alternate between these three types of content formats. My second piece of advice when it comes to growing on YouTube is doing what you can to really understand how the YouTube algorithm works. The algorithm is based on two factors: your click-through rate and the average view duration. So the average watch time of one video. How long do people actually watch your videos? The longer they watch them from beginning to end, the better. And your click-through rate has a lot to do with your thumbnail and the title of your video, getting people to actually click on your video and watch it. When you first publish a video, YouTube will put it in front of a group of people. And depending on whether if people click on your video, whether they watch it all the way through or they just exit out immediately, they will either show it to more people or less people. So that's kind of the gist of the YouTube algorithm, but I would go on a deep dive here and really try and learn everything I can about the algorithm. Keep it real. I feel, and I've seen this trending already, people are moving away from the fast edits, the high-paced YouTube videos. And I get more and more, slow living, cozy vibes, maybe it's just my algorithm, types of videos. So if the whole editing process is something that you don't understand, or people are editing so fast and they have all these things going on, then just don't do it. Maybe your style is not editing. Maybe it's more raw. Maybe it's more real. The bottom line is you want to find your style and have your videos be more personality packed as opposed to doing what everyone else is doing on the platform. So choosing visuals, audio, GIFs, clips, fonts that are a part of your brand already, because this is what's going to help your videos to stand out. As you start to build a community on YouTube, make sure that you're actually engaging with them. You're replying to all the comments that you do get, and not just with a thank you automated reply, but really give them your time. When you have a small community, you have the opportunity to really get to know them, to really talk with them and understand their pain points, understand their desires so that you can create better content in the future. So that's a big plus of having a small community. You won't be able to keep up with that when you have 100,000 subscribers and thousands of comments for every single video. You'll get there, but in the beginning, make sure that you are engaging with the community that you do have. Something that I think will be huge in 2025 is shorts. I think that YouTube will be doubling down on shorts, and I don't think you should sleep on them. Experiment with them. Recently, I've done this. I reposted my TikToks and Reels to YouTube Shorts, and they've actually gotten me a fair amount of new subscribers. So try it. Double down on any momentum that you do get. If you have a video pop off, go to ChatGPT or your brain and recreate this video in a new way. For example, let's say that you had a video take off that was all about 10 productivity habits to start now before 2025. A new video example could be, you need these time management tips for 2025. You're not recreating the exact same video, but you're expanding on that initial video that took off. And then hopefully YouTube will boost this video as well. And if you do have a video that's doing rather well in the algorithm, make sure that you optimize it for audience growth. So inviting people to join your email list, to follow you on Instagram, to buy your low ticket offers in the description, because the goal is always to build your audience, to build your email list. Another thing I would do to grow my account and to stay sane and consistent with my YouTube content is I would stay far away from the YouTube studio. I would not be looking at that gray arrow or that green arrow, how my channel is doing at the moment, because it is so easy to feel a little bit blue. If you have a video that you put so much work into, you're excited about it, you know that this is something your audience wants, and it's just not getting the traction you thought. Sometimes it does take a while for the algorithm to pick up on your videos. Don't lose faith and don't look at your analytics. Give it some time. Check in with your analytics after a few months, because then a long enough time has gone by, enough for you to see that, okay, this video didn't really perform as well as I thought. Then you can double down on what's working and do more of that. It's just so easy to feel discouraged if you're constantly looking at your view count, your subscriber count. It is just not a good idea to do that in the beginning. So just stay focused on putting content out there, not so much to what happens when you do. Which brings me to the slow growth approach, which is YouTube in a nutshell. Like, it is not Instagram, it is not TikTok. It is a long-term strategy for your business and your audience growth. It's a snail approach, but it can be so worth it. If you're focused on creating evergreen videos that people are always searching for, and your videos show up, pointing them to your email list, to your offers, this is what matters. And I know it can be hard. I know it can be hard to take the snail growth approach to creating content anywhere. So how do you keep going despite the crickets? Well, you celebrate the little wins. You celebrate the fact that you created a YouTube video, that you filmed yourself without cringing for once, that you hit publish, that you got your first comment, that you got your first subscriber. Celebrate the little things along the way. Celebrate your consistency and stay curious. What if I keep going until the end of the year, posting consistent videos to YouTube at my own schedule that works for me? What could be possible then? This has helped me so much for the times when I did have crickets here on YouTube, my website, my Instagram, my email list, my offers. No one was buying. And it can feel discouraging and it can feel super the opposite of motivating, but just stay curious, because really anything is possible if you just keep going. Success will happen to those who persist, not the ones who quit. I have a lot more to say about YouTube, so let's do another video. Let me know what you want to know in the comments below. All right, cozy vibes. Bye.